This story is about a group of teenagers breaking into a drug cartel's secret stash. They move like professionals, disabling cameras, clearing rooms, and stealing bags of cartel cash. But here's the terrifying part. These teenagers learned every tactic from their parents, who are DEA agents hunting the very same cartel. And when the cartel realizes who robbed them, a deadly game of revenge begins. This story takes place in El Paso, Texas, a city sitting right on the border between the United States and Mexico. Drug cartels operate everywhere in the shadows, and the people fighting them every day are agents from the DEA. One of those agents is Ray Seal, a tough and experienced officer who has spent years chasing the powerful Cabrera cartel. Ray is respected by his team, but at home, things are complicated. His wife passed away years earlier, leaving him to raise his teenage son, Cody, alone. Ray tries to keep his dangerous work separate from his family, but Cody has grown up watching his father fight criminals, and part of him secretly wants to prove he can do the same. One night, Ray and his partner Andre lead a DEA raid on what they believe is a cartel operation. The target is a small gas station that secretly hides a drug smuggling tunnel. At first, everything looks routine. Agents move in, weapons ready. The building is surrounded. But the moment they breach the door, everything goes wrong. Gunfire erupts. Cartel soldiers were waiting. The DEA team walks straight into an ambush. Bullets tear through the room. Chaos explodes everywhere. During the firefight, one of the agents, Manny, is shot and killed. The cartel escapes through the tunnel, and the DEA operation ends in a disaster. For Ray, it's a devastating loss, but for Manny's family, it's even worse. His son Jesse has suddenly lost his father. Cody sees how badly his friend's family is struggling after the funeral. He feels angry, angry at the cartel, angry at the system that seems unable to protect people. So Cody decides to do something reckless. He gathers a group of his closest friends, but these aren't normal teenagers. Every single one of them is a child of a DEA agent. They've spent their entire lives around law enforcement. They've overheard conversations, seen investigation boards, learned tactics, and now they decide to use that knowledge. Their plan is simple. They will rob the cartel, not for greed, but to steal the cartel's money and help Jesse's family. At first, it sounds like a crazy idea, but the more they plan, the more confident they become. They study their parents' equipment, they watch how raids are conducted, they even sneak photos of confidential DEA intel. Before long, they identify a target, a cartel stash house, known as a trap house.
Oh, yeah, we don't want anyone coming outside to see what's happening.
Kyle, that's gonna be your job.
Wait, Kyle gets a job?
I'm a part of this.
Yeah, he's a part of it.
Late at night, the teenagers launch their operation. They wear masks. They move quietly, just like real agents. Inside the house, they find exactly what they expected: stack of drugs and bags filled with money. The plan works perfectly. They steal the money and escape without being caught. For a moment, they feel unstoppable. But what they don't realize is that the cartel is now hunting whoever robbed them, and the cartel does not forgive. Across the border, the Cabrera cartel leadership learns about the robbery. Natalia Cabrera, one of the cartel's ruthless leaders, sees the theft as an act of war. She demands answers and revenge. Soon, cartel soldiers begin tracking down the thieves. Meanwhile, the DEA is also investigating the robbery. Ray and his team are confused. Someone carried out the operation with professional precision. It looks exactly like a law enforcement raid, which makes Ray uneasy, because very few people know the tactics used in the robbery, and even fewer have access to that level of intelligence. Ray slowly begins to suspect something impossible. Someone close to the DEA might be involved.
For you. She's here to crack the cover identities of all you DEA agents.
Meanwhile, Cody and his friends feel empowered by their success. Their first robbery worked, so they decide to hit another cartel location. This time, the risk is much higher. It is more heavily guarded, but they go through with it anyway. The break in starts smoothly, but suddenly the cartel shows up. The teenagers are forced into a dangerous chase. Gunfire erupts. Cars speed through dark streets. For the first time, the teenagers realize they may have made a terrible mistake. They aren't dealing with ordinary criminals. They're dealing with a cartel willing to kill anyone.
Let it go! Drop it! I said drop it! Okay!
Back at the DEA office, Ray analyzes the robbery. Every detail bothers him: the entry strategy, the timing, the knowledge of DEA operations. It all feels too familiar. Then Ray notices something chilling. The tactics match the training exercises he once showed his own son. His son is involved.
Hey, look, something came up. I'm going to be at work late.
Okay, cool. Good to know.
So have a good day.
It's been fine. Nothing special.
Ray is furious, but he's also terrified because the cartel will eventually discover who robbed them. And when they do, Cody will become their next target. The cartel kidnaps one of the teenagers. This changes everything. The reckless game has turned into a real life or death situation. Ray assembles his DEA team for a rescue mission, but now the stakes are personal. He is no longer just an agent. He is a father trying to save his child and his friend. At the same time, Cody feels responsible for what happened. His plan started all of this. Now people are suffering because of it. So Cody makes a decision. He will help his father stop the cartel. The story builds toward the final showdown at one of the cartel's main operations. Ray and his DEA team launch a massive assault on the compound. Gunfire erupts everywhere. Explosions tear through the building. The cartel fights back with everything they have. Inside the chaos, Cody tries to rescue his captured friend. Meanwhile, Ray faces the cartel leadership directly. A brutal fight breaks out. Several people are injured, and the compound is on the verge of collapse. The teenagers realize how close they came to dying. Their plan may have started with good intentions, but it nearly destroyed everything. Ray and Cody have a difficult conversation afterward. The story ends with the cartel operation dismantled. The DEA begins rebuilding after the failed raid, and Cody and his friends try to move forward from the dangerous choices they made. But one thing is clear: in a world filled with crime, revenge, and violence, even good intentions can lead to deadly consequences. Now, I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Now, we'll see you for the next time.